So snapshot is a process where we take backup of a EBS volume. It's going to be the full backup first. When we take the snapshot, it is going to take full backup of that EBS volume, and then we take more snapshot. It will keep incrementing the data in the snapshot. Like EBS volume, snapshots will also have a size. Size means storage, storage means cost. So my point is, snapshots are also not free if you exceed the free tier limit. But taking snapshot is very easy. All you need to do is select your right volume. So I want to take snapshot of this volume, DB volume. I'll say action, create snapshot, give the snapshot name db-snap, create snapshot, and done. Well, not really done, it's gonna take some time. So let's go to snapshot, and you will see the snapshot is in progress, still pending. It's gonna come up in some time. It depends on the size. We are just taking 5 GB volumes snapshot. It's not gonna take much time, but let's say if you have 5 TB, then it's gonna be taking a longer time. Okay, anyways, snapshot is completed. So we have the backup. Now I can play with the data really. So let's go back to our EC2 instance. So let's log in back to our EC2 instance where we have connected that EBS volume. Basically, we are continuing it from the same previous exercise. Varlib MySQL, df-h. Okay, yeah, that's mounted on that partition. Great, things look good, but it goes wrong. If you have a bad day or if you're not careful. So I'm in varlib MySQL directory and I want to go into temp directory and delete everything from there. And guess what? I deleted everything in varlib MySQL directory because I have given a typographical error. It's TMP, not TEMP, right? That's the right path. Then it also was throwing me error, but I didn't see it and I was in a hurry. I removed the database files. That's so bad. But not so bad because we have a snapshot, we have a backup, and we can recover the data back. First, let's stop our MySQL services, my systemctl stop MariaDB. The first thing you should do is you should stop access to that service. It's gonna throw some error. Let's find the process, any process that says MySQL or MariaDB. Okay, there is no such process. If you have such process, kill it. And anyways, whatever access is happening on that directory, you should stop it first of all. And you can find the access by using fuser or lsof. Well, lsof is not installed. fuser should be installed. That's also not there. So let's install something. Yum install fuser. Not there. lsof. Okay, yeah, that's there. So this tool lsof will tell you from a directory what all services are running, what all processes are running. So you can say lsof and the directory path varlib MySQL. So it is telling there are these processes that are running connected still in that directory, from that directory, which is actually CWD, that is my directory. Okay, I'm connected there. So I'm present there in that directory. So I'm going to go out, run lsof once again. You see, no process. So there should not be any process attached to a directory which you are going to or the volume which you're going to detach. And yes, I said detach. So the process is going to be like this. So first, anyways, you take a snapshot. If you already have a snapshot, then only you can recover the data. If you already have a snapshot from the EBS volume, then all you need to do is replace that volume, replace that corrupted or or the volume that has lost the data. We are going to replace that with a new volume, we're going to create a new volume from the snapshot. So it's going to be a replace process. You cannot recover the existing volume. So we are going to unmount our partition. We detach the volume which is corrupted, and we create a new volume from snapshot. So from snapshot, once you create a new volume, that new volume will have all the data from the snapshot which you had taken, and you attach this volume back to the instance, and then you mount it back. When you mount it, this time it's going to be coming from a new volume which was created from the snapshot. So for unmounting purpose itself, we are checking whether there is any process on that directory. If it's not there, then we can safely unmount it. You can forcefully also unmount it, but that's not a good way. Then the detaching will give you a problem when you want to detach the volume. So I say umount partition path, and it's gone. Okay, now that's our volume, and we're going to detach that volume now. So back to our AWS console, we go to our volumes, and that volume is a corrupted volume. So I'm going to rename it to -old or _old in bold. Okay, I'm going to say action and detach volume. Yes, detach. If you have not unmounted it cleanly, then this detach won't work, and you need to try force detach volume. And sometimes this also doesn't work. Then the only way is you have to either find that process and kill it, or you have to reboot your EC2 instance. We did a clean unmount, so it detached also very well. Now it's in available state, but really this is of no use to us because all the data is gone. But I'm going to keep it for some time. Let's go to snapshot. That's our snapshot. From that snapshot, create volume. Now when you create volume, you have few other options also that you can change. Like you can change the volume type. If you want to be provisioned IOPS or magnetic, you can change it. You can change the size. You can increase the size. Mostly go for increase. Shrinking is always dangerous. You can also move a volume from one zone to other zone by using snapshot. All you do is take the snapshot, and when you want to create the volume, then you select the other zone where you want to move the volume. In our case, we are just restoring the data, so we're going to keep all those things as default, and we will say, oh, we'll give tag that's necessary for us now, earth-db volume and new, and that's for just for my identification. So let's go to volume section now, and we'll see our new volume. Right, action and attach the volume back to our instance. Now this new volume is created from the snapshot, so it will have all that data when we have taken the snapshot. Okay, back to my EC2 instance. Let's run fdisk-l. Okay, the volume is connected back, and now let's run mount-a. I'm running mount-a because in the fs tab information is already given. Okay, it's mounted. Now it's showtime. Let's go to var lib mysql. Check. Data is back. So when this data was present, that time I took a snapshot. Then I deleted the data. So when I recreated the volume from the snapshot, I got my data back. Right? And that's how you can restore the data if you have lost it or if it's corrupted. But primary thing, you should have taken the snapshot. Let's start the service, and we'll be back in business. All right. So you have seen the benefits of snapshot. We can restore our data back. We can change the volume type. We can increase the size of the volume. We can even move our volume to a different zone. Also, volume also provides us some modify option, modify volume, and you can change the volume type, you can change the size of the volume. So we can see like elastic block store is literally elastic. We can stretch it, we can change its setting, take snapshot and make more changes to it. There are few more use cases for snapshot. As I was talking about, we can do backup and restore. We can change the size of a volume when we are creating volume from the snapshot. We can change volume type. Sometimes you need to go from general purpose to provisioned IOPS if you're running database and it's still running slow. So you need to increase the hard disk speed, then you can go for provisioned IOPS. And it can be also used to copy the data of your EBS volume or copy the EBS volume to a different zone. So you take the snapshot, while creating the volume you select a different zone. Now with snapshot you can move the snapshot to a different region also. There is an option for that, we'll see that. Or if you want to share your snapshot with different AWS accounts, you can do that as well. So let's check that in snapshot section. Select your snapshot, actions, and you see an option here, copy. So if you want, you can copy your snapshot from the existing region, which is Mumbai now, to some other region. And this is not going to be as fast as a snapshot moving from two different zones, because it's a region copy. This is going to go over the network or internet, and it's going to take a longer time to copy based on the size. But the option is available. Previously it was not there. Or if you want to modify the permission and give the permission to any other AWS account, you can give the account number here, AWS account number, and you can say add permission, and in that particular AWS account they can see the snapshot. So these are some awesome things you can do with the snapshot and EBS volume. Now before we move to the next session, we are going to do some cleanup. I don't want you to lose some money on your free tier account, so let's delete the volume that we don't need first of all. So I'm going to say delete volume, the old one, and also this new volume also we will remove it. We don't need it actually for further sessions, so I'm going to detach that and remove that. So let's log in back to our EC2 instance. And I'm going to stop MariaDB service. Oops, wrong option, MariaDB, and I have to say stop here. Systemctl stop MariaDB. Okay, let me check any process accessing it. Var lib MySQL. Yeah, still there is something. Let's kill that session, kill that process, kill -9 1715. Okay, so let's unmount it now. See, that's the clean way of unmounting. Okay, otherwise there is a force option also, which we call it as -L, lazy mount, but I don't recommend this. Find the process, kill it, and unmount it. Okay, let's detach our volume. Action, detach volume. Okay, it's gonna get detached, and once it gets detached, it's still connected. Not detaching. Okay, so this happens sometimes. See, we have did a clean unmount, still there's a problem in detach. Let's force detach volume. Volume is detached. You see the state is available now. I can check in my EC2 instance. Yeah, now I only have one volume, that is the root volume. And now I can safely remove this volume. Anyways, we don't need it for the next lecture also, or next session I should say. Okay, so let's go ahead and delete this volume. So if you keep cleaning your data once you're done with your exercise, you won't have any bills or charges. Anyways, for free, we have not exhausted our free tier volume limit also, so still there won't be any charge. There's also snapshot that we have taken, and we better remove that as well. Delete snapshot. Yes, delete. So that's clean. We just have one volume now, which is the root volume of our instance, and I'm going to keep it because we will need it in the next session, where we are going to talk about AMI, launch template, and then later load balancers. So that would be all in this session. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.